Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. That get hurt. That get hurt.
Yo, oh, you should not control yourself, little shitty. That boy had a whole meeting just now. that, that for sure. Hey, I ain't know you had business to attend to. I ain't mean to rush you. For sure, gang. Oh shit.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside handoff to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Ncaa finds his big tight end. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Tar Heels are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Scanning the field, it's Cantrell. Caught over the middle, it's Gilliam. Turning it on! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UNC! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, is because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Might be calling a hot route. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run play action. Still looking on the move. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the tight end. Power football with the run. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
The Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Flicks it out of the air.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of of the shotgun. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll get rid of it. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and comes up with a massive play right there.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Cantrell. Finds a tight end. There he goes. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Defense in press coverage. To the ground with the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. On the move. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. To the air, it's Cantrell. He's got him. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Running to the left. Can't get him to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes, getting to the football.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Gets it out fast. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Moving away from pressure. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Stands in and takes the hit. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
The #1 job of defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT. And then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan, come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Cantrell. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leads him with 3rd and 3. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Cantrell. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Penn State! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant significant gap developed between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Ball down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Trying play action. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. Gets it out quickly. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Floating away. Fires on the move. Got a wide open receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. He leaves it with his back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got it. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Gilliam. Breaks into the open.
Boy, that was the interception.
Before he goes out of bounds. That last completion sets him up on second down. Play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Back to throw, it's Cantrell. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Firing to the right, complete. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half. When you got to have an execution, has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. And now the ball's loose in the end zone. Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
Extra point here will give them the lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Going back to work on offense now. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. The offense starts with a 1st and 5 after the penalty. He wants to throw it. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. Oh, better look out. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. They'll go to the air. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back in the 8-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you've got to bow up. Nice job on first down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's third and goal and third and long. They want to run this quarterback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Navy is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. They're trailing by 11 to BYU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Runs ahead and powers his way 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Cantrell. Buys a little extra time. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot, It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Might as well give it to him again.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Cantrell. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Sends the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part... Most important part, you got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Making side adjustments here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Turbin. It's complete to the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
We just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to pass, it's Turbin. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. You saw it there on the incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Turbin. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution. execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. In the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Cantrell. Quick strike complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the back. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, the good news is you got the 1st down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for this offense. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wideout. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll pull them back to within 6.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's got great speed. Out of bounds at the 34. A productive job by the return team. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Turbin. Pocket breaking down. And the defense got him at the 27. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you beat the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to let it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Carolina offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Cantrell. He's got the back of the middle. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, and pull off the big upset.
The Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Looking to scramble. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
They gave second and 11. Back to throw. It's Cantrell. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Leaves it with the running back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And now, 4th quarter, 4-down territory, almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Now that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
Big extra point coming in would give them the lead late. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. To throw, it's Turbin. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice game and gets down to avoid the hit. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
It's complete. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And this field goal might not put the game in the freezer, but it would ice it down pretty good. He got it. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To throw, it's Cantrell. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.